Your International Justice from Patterson Chapter, an alcoholic beverage attorney in private practice from Bradley Beach, New Jersey, J. Ross. Your International Vice Justice from Menshikoff Chapter, and now Rocky Mountain Alumni Chapter, an administrative law hearing officer for the Department of Revenue in Denver, Colorado, John McKell. Your International Secretary from the Daniel Webster and West Suburban Alumni Chapters, a private practitioner from Burridge, Illinois, B.J. Maley. Your International Treasurer from Watson Chapter, an attorney and CPA who serves as a manager of contract administration and project management for an automation solutions company, from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Dan McDowell. Hailing from Sanford Chapter, your International Marshal, an in-house litigator with international paper in Memphis, Tennessee, Nicole Gritta. International Executive Board Member at Large from the Robert E. Redding National Capital Area Alumni Chapter, an intellectual property attorney with the Department of the Navy's Office of the General Counsel, John Karasik. International Executive Board Member at Large from the Sanford Chapter and the Knoxville Alumni Chapter, a criminal defense attorney and founder of Lee Criminal Defense in Knoxville, Tennessee, Nicholas Lee. International Board Member at Large and Assistant Dean of Adult and Online Education at Campbell University, from Fayetteville, North Carolina, Nicole Winget. International Executive Board Member at Large from Humphrey Chapter, founder and managing partner of Sagacity Operations Solutions from Reno, Nevada, Michelle Isherwood. Chair of the International Advisory Board, former International Justice from Kennedy Chapter, Senior Manager at Deloitte LLP, from Alexandria, Virginia, Kathleen Kitty Maloney. International Chief Tribune from Koch Chapter and a private practitioner from Phoenix, Arizona, Arnold Hirsch. International Associate Tribune from Alden Chapter in Buffalo, a retired government attorney from Lockport, New York, a past International Justice, and a member of the Distinguished Service Chapter, Ron Winter. International Associate Tribune from Gwinnett County, Georgia, Judge Kim Gallant. A member of the Distinguished Service Chapter, twice elected International Justice, and currently serving on the advisory board of the International Foundation from Cole Chapter, now retired and residing in Scottsdale, Arizona, Rhonda Hill. Past International Justice and member of the Distinguished Service Chapter, presently serving as the chair of the Take the Pledge program. He and brother Karen Donzik are residents of Sitka, Alaska, and members of the Alaska Statewide Alumni Chapter, brother John F. Whitecamp. Past International Justice and a member of the Distinguished Service Chapter from Hull Chapter, a retired Air Force Brigadier General from Desert Mountain, Arizona, J. Derek Hill. Past International Justice from Ross Chapter, the Chief of Staff for USDA's Rural Utilities Service, Curtis Anderson. Past International Justice elected 20 years ago this convention from McCormick Chapter, a private practitioner from Los Angeles, California, Shelley Weinstein. Distinguished Service Chapter member, past International Justice and District 3 DJ from the Samus Chapter, Joe Deems is presently the Executive Director of the National Risk Retention Association and still works as a country lawyer in his hometown of Los Angeles, California. Your past International Justice and member of the Distinguished Service Chapter from Wormser Chapter, the senior advisor to the CEO at the Anti-Defamation League headquartered in New York City and now living in Las Vegas, Nevada with his P.A.D. wife, your sister Gail Bernheim Schechter from Rockefeller Chapter, Cliff Schechter. Past International Justice from 1992 to 94 from Beaumont Chapter, a member of the Distinguished Service Chapter, a practicing business and land use lawyer from Santa Rosa, California, Norman Owen. Former International Justice and member of the Distinguished Service Chapter, a private practitioner from Union, Kentucky, Larry Krigler. Your two-term International Chief Tribune from McKellar Chapter and member of the Distinguished Service Chapter. He now volunteers 2 days a week with the Police Department of Dunwoody, Georgia, where he resides with his wife Janet. Retired U.S. Judge Richard P. McCulley. Former International Chief Tribune from LaGuardia Chapter, a legal auditor at Bottom Line Technologies from Portsmouth, New Hampshire, Melissa Dewey. Former International Chief Tribune with over 46 years of litigation practice in New York and New Jersey, and over 49 years as an active member of Phi Alpha Delta Law Fraternity, Philip A. Greenberg. Past Chief Tribune, the longest serving, having served on the tribunal for 14 years, a member of the Distinguished Service Chapter, past Tribune, District Justice, Alumni Chapter Justice, and Law School Chapter Justice, and an attorney in private practice in Miami, Florida, who concentrates his practice in the areas of real property, corporate and commercial transactions, and litigation, Robert L. Schimmel. Chair of the Phi Alpha Delta International Foundation, partner at Holland & Knight LLP in Washington, D.C., from Webster Chapter, Thomas Bentz. Trustee of the Phi Alpha Delta International Foundation, former Justice of Chicago Alumni Chapter, former District Justice, former Justice of Story Chapter, and a member of P.A.D for 50 years, John Peter Curielli. Your District 1 Justice from Truman Chapter and Assistant Attorney General for Washington State from University Place, Washington, Melody Crick Peters. District 2 Justice from Blackstone Chapter and San Francisco Alumni Chapter, a litigation attorney from Newark, California, Sarah Lee. District 3 Justice, lifetime member of McLean Chapter, product manager and acting head of PMO at United Talent Agency, and COO at Really.co Incorporated in Los Angeles, California, Brother Heather N. Sitt. Your District 4 Liaison and District 5 Justice from South Sound Alumni Chapter, a family law and criminal defense attorney in Tacoma, Washington, Jen Schroeder. District 6 Justice, a municipal law attorney and lobbyist with the Minnesota Association of Townships, Steve Fensky. Your District 7 Justice, an assistant county attorney for the Ellis County Attorney's Office in Hays, Kansas, Aaron Cunningham. Your District 8 Justice from Vaught Chapter, a trial lawyer from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Peter Skimica. Your District 10 Justice from Butler and Minnesota statewide alumni chapters, a Social Security disability attorney with her own practice, hailing from the Great White North of Coon Rapids, Minnesota, Sarah Susie Iberg. The District 11 Justice from Blackstone Chapter, a sole practitioner from Wooddale, Illinois, a sleepy bedroom town near the Chicago O'Hare runways, John K. Norris. Your District 12 Justice from Humphrey Chapter, an associate Social Security disability attorney at Myler Disability who hails from Macon, Georgia but resides in Lansing, Michigan, Bobby Ficklin, Jr. District 13 Justice, assistant state's attorney in Chicago, Illinois, Elliot Englander. The District 15 Justice by way of Sanford Chapter and an assistant attorney general with the Office of the Tennessee Attorney General in Nashville, Tennessee, Brother Ronald L. Coleman. District 16 Justice and past international justice from Wythe Chapter, a career law clerk for the United States District Court in Gulfport, Mississippi, Stephen King. District 17 Justice from Patterson Chapter, a solo family law practitioner from Montgomery, Alabama, Christine Jones. Your District 18 Justice from Frankfurter Chapter, Associate Director of Underwriting at the Debt Exchange from Boston, Massachusetts, Jennifer Ramari. Your District 19 Justice from Alden Chapter, a private practitioner from Buffalo, New York, Amy Palawi. Your District 20 Justice from the William O. Douglas Chapter and Central Connecticut Alumni Chapter, a private practitioner from Hartford, Connecticut, Tad Bister. Past International Associate Tribune and your District 21 Justice from Toro Chapter, a family law and real estate attorney practicing in the states of New York and New Jersey, Glenn Milgram. Your District 22 Justice from Penn Chapter, a senior international tax associate at Ernst & Young from the greater Philadelphia area, Amanda Clough. Your District 23 Justice from the Robert E. Redding National Capital Area Alumni Chapter, an attorney at a federal government agency from Washington, D.C., Pegah Yazdi Gorman. The District 24 Justice, a lifetime member of the Joseph Story Chapter, he is in private practice in Knoxville, Tennessee, Ed Anderson. Your District 25 Justice from the Lamar Chapter and a judicial law clerk in the state of South Carolina, Jaquan Irby. District 26 Justice and Secretary of the P.A.D International Foundation from Rasco Chapter and Fort Lauderdale-Broward County Alumni Chapter, Allison Janowitz. Your District 29 Justice from Carmody Chapter, a partner at Lamb & Barnosky LLP specializing in education law from Huntington, New York, Mara Nader. District 30 Justice from Murphy Chapter, licensing manager for Tennis Channel from Los Angeles, California, Faiza Mokhtar. Your District 31 Justice from Vaught Chapter, managing partner of Ramus Law Firm, from Dallas, Texas, Lindsay Ramus. Your District 32 Justice from Fleming Chapter and Vice Chair of the P.A.D International Foundation, the managing partner of Haber Blank LLP from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, Jason Haber. Your District 33 Justice from the George Reed Chapter, an experienced trial prosecutor from Doylestown, Pennsylvania, Justin Roberts.